What's going on, Real Relay fam? I am so excited to bring you guys the review for Black Myth Wukong. I've been waiting for this one. Let's get right into it. Black Myth Wukong is a 2024 action role-playing game developed and published by Game Science. The game is inspired by the classic Chinese novel Journey to the West and follows the story of Sun Wukong and his battle against the Celestial Court. Black Myth Wukong was released for PlayStation 5 and PC on August 20th, 2024, and you can cop it for $60. It sold 18 million units within 2 weeks, making it one of the fastest selling games of all time. Sorry, Xbox, you're not getting Black Myth Wukong at least anytime soon as far as this review is, published. You begin the game as the Destined One on a mission to collect the sacred artifacts, hoping to bring back Wukong. This is going to be a spoiler-free review. I don't want to go too deep into it and to spoil everything. So let's jump into the things that I did like about Black Myth Wukong. First of all, let's start off with the gameplay. The gameplay is phenomenal. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. It's super responsive. It feels so fluid. I mean, there's no parry mechanic, but there's a dodge mechanic, and the sound cue when it goes... That is so much fun. It's the bread and butter of this game. The next thing I liked about Wukong were the environments. They have a snowy area, a mountain area, a forest area. They're amazing to look at. They're fun to play in. Fun combat and the pretty environments are what make this game top notch. The next thing is the skill building and the armor customizations. You can customize it really any way you want. And there's also a lot of different armor pieces as well too. So you can really kind of mix and match what you're doing and how your play style is. Really just build up your character however you want. You want to go super crazy with the spells? You got that. You want to go super crazy with your core and build up all your endurance and your health, and you can do that as well too. There's not one way to play the game. I would say the best thing about this game are the spells. The spells are epic to use. You have things like the Cloud Step or the Spellbinder, the Ring of Fire, Immobilize. You have a lot of cool spells at your disposal. The combat combined with the spells and the pretty environments, like a masterpiece almost. The boss fights. There's like 81 bosses. This is the core. Literally, it's like boss after boss after boss after boss after boss. Just non-stop cutscenes and bosses. Some of them are just honestly piss me off, but there are some really cool fights in this game. It's amazing. The boss fights are what make this game stand out as well too, along with the combat. Whether you're a casual coming in or someone who is, veteran, seasoned Soulsborne, Souls-like, S game, you're gonna have a great time playing this. If you're someone who's casual coming in, you're gonna have a great time playing this. It's kind of like an action adventure game, kind of like Jedi Survivor or God of War, but it's got some sprinkled in Souls-like elements like Lies of P in there, but it's mainly an action adventure game first before the Souls, like entrance. My hot take on this game, and one of the things I really didn't like, I felt it was overhyped, was it's a difficult game. And it is a difficult game, don't get me wrong. It has its handful of really tough bosses, but for the most part, it's not that difficult. If you get the mechanics down and the dodging down, you're gonna be perfectly fine. No difficulty set. For most bosses, I kill them on the first try. And to be honest, if you just do all the side stuff, all the side quests and all the adventures, you're gonna be leveled up perfectly fine. It's meant to have hard bosses, but remember, it's still an action adventure game first. It's meant to be fun. It's not meant to be like something like an Elden Ring where you're supposed to smack your head across the wall and be pissed off. You're supposed to enjoy playing the game as it goes on. You know what I mean? I'll say this as well too. It's not a lot of backstory. I was really kind of going in thinking it was gonna be this crazy like story and stuff like that. And don't get me wrong, the Journey to the West is awesome, but it's a lot of Chinese mythology, which I'm not super aware of. So there was a lot of backstory that I just wasn't familiar with. It kind of feels like you're just kind of going through the story and you're just kind of there for the ride, but it didn't connect as emotionally as I wanted it to. A lot of characters get introduced and I'm like, who the hell is this? How they connected? How they involved? I had no idea. Versus something like God of War where, I don't know everything about Greek mythology or Norse mythology, but I was able to understand what's going on and it still had its emotional moments. If you understand Chinese mythology, you might be like, oh my god, this is crazy. But for me personally, I just didn't know much about it. Overall, I do recommend this game. I think it is an awesome game. Even though the main story can feel bland if you aren't familiar with the Chinese mythology and the bosses weren't as difficult as I initially thought they were going to be, the journey is still epic. The side quests are fun. The weapon variants, they give you they have a staff and then you have like a spear that you kind of get. And the gameplay is extremely fun and the cutscenes are out of this world. I mean, the opening cutscene is just bananas and I can't wait for the DLC and the sequel. Apparently it's already in the works. And this is Game Science's first game. So to come, like, I mean, not their first game, it's like their really first big game. So I'm excited to see how they develop the game with the DLC, sequel, and how they come out of this, and maybe other new IPs they might come out with. I give this a 4 out of 5. So that's pretty much, I would give it like out of a 10, I'd probably give it like an 8 out of 10. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and you're gonna just, take that like button, right? You're gonna take that like button, like Wukong right here, right? You're gonna take that and you're just gonna fucking smash it. I love y'all so much. Peace.